Hey, what's up, guys? As you know, I am doing a little bit of a build slash project on a 93 Integra, and I thought I'd post a video after the funniest slash stupidest accident happened in my garage here. As you can see from the lighting, you might be able to see it. It's pretty smoky, and there's some burned items up here and on the floor. Now, I mean, most of you guys probably think that this isn't funny, but I mean, it is funny to me. So, I was cleaning out the head and not thinking at the same time, and I sprayed some brake parts cleaner just on like the edges here, and you can still see some of the. I'll get to the whole charcoal mess. But I sprayed the brake cleaner in and completely forgot that the brake cleaner was still sitting in the bottom of the head. For those of you who don't know, brake cleaner is very, very flammable. So I decided I wanted to remove the rest of these valve seals. And I know if you wiggle them, it takes forever using a vice grip if you don't have an actual tool. But you can torch them. You literally hit them for like a second and then you pop them right off right after, and they pop right out. And me not realizing I just sprayed the head down with brake parts cleaner, I stick the torch in there like a damn idiot, and I go to hit one of the valve seals, and the whole thing just poof goes up in flames. So I sat back for a minute. As I'm looking at the fire, I'm like, wow, I'm an idiot. Then these little placemats, as you can see the little wrinkly edge, these are shop towels. So they're very flammable as well. Not as flammable as the brake parts cleaner, but flammable. So if you guys remember in the video, there was a aisle of towel here that had this piece on it, these bolts here, and just little tools and stuff. That is completely gone. It's in the air. These were this was two towels that I had up there. They're trashed. Um so yeah, I thought I'd just post that because I thought it was funny. It was something stupid. So guys, you will make mistakes in your garage or workshop or whatever. You will make mistakes. Probably not that stupid, but mistakes happen. And the best thing you could do is, if you're not hurt and you're not taking a loss because of damaged products, just laugh it off and make sure you don't do the same stupid thing again. But I'm pretty lucky that nothing else caught on fire. Everything else, like, I kind of tried to throw a towel over it, but I never even prepped this thing to be prepared if a fire was ever to take place. Now I know I need to grab a few things. So it's kind of a good thing that happened, because next time I go out to Harbor Freight or Walmart, I'm gonna grab a few things, like maybe one of those like towels that you throw over the whole thing and it just cuts the oxygen, because I threw a towel. The towel soaked with like carb cleaner and brake cleaner and oil, so that went up in flames. Everything was just going up, but the pistons and everything were fine. Everything over here, nothing got touched. It was mainly like these nuts and bolts that were like really caught in the blaze. The head was on fire. It looked like it was the head from hell. But I wasn't using the valve seals in there anyway, and there's no gaskets or anything new I put on. Everything in there right now is just metal. So everything is fine. It wasn't that long. The fire wasn't even up for like 5 minutes. It was a few minutes, and then it went out and I left it off. But while we're here, I do have the crank installed, and as you see, it rotates very smooth, and that I'm turning by hand. So, like I said, if you do not have a damaged crank or a spun bearing or something like that, standard size OEM bearings, I used this company right off of eBay. It's like a hundred and change for a rebuild kit. The bearings went right in, and they are 100% smooth. I was using this Permatex Ultra Slick Engine Assembly Lube. They don't sell that at AutoZone anymore. I think it was S&K Racing or S&K Auto, the store. Went there, great store. They have everything. I'm actually going back there to get a few things. I mean, it costs a little bit more money, but it's worth it. And I might pick up a sweater while I'm there. But so yeah, I got the bearings in there. This is all torqued down to spec, 22 pounds, then 56 pounds, and that's from the in the fast lane specs that you get online. This is the first build that I'm really doing, but a lot of people, most people, basically everyone says go with them. They know what they're talking about. But yeah, I also got the where the bearings are gonna sit. They're all cleaned out. Very, very nice, very, very nice. And the actual cap, they're cleaned. Pistons cleaned up. Grooves, as you can see, cleaned out. I didn't order the groove tool. I actually just oh, sorry about it. What the hell? I didn't order the groove cleaning tool. I actually just took the rings that were on there, cleaned them up a little so I wasn't putting gunk back with gunk, and then I went through through the grooves, just scraped them out, got all the gunk out. Then I took these small Allen keys and went inside the side where these oil holes are, and I cleaned those out, and then I went over them with WD-40 and just made sure everything was clean. I mean, you don't want all this. Some people you see on YouTube, they have all their parts squeaky clean, and it's like, I get it, it does look good, but I'm trying to get over this like OCD thing with everything being squeaky clean, because the moment you put it in that motor and it sparks and that gas ignites, bam, that squeaky clean is gone. First startup, it's gone. You're not going to take apart the head after you started the motor and ran it and everything's just squeaky clean. So don't waste your time on little tedious things like under here and everything. If it's gunked up, I mean, clean it. Yes, you don't want to have excess gunk and carbon, but for the most part, just clean up the surfaces, like all the surfaces that are going to be touching. So like I showed you inside here with the bearings, the outside because the cylinder wall, inside the grooves where the ring sits, the threads you want clean so that you get a proper torque reading. The head you could clean up and make fancy if you want. I'm going to go through there with a brush, whatever I can get, I'll get. Whatever I can't, I'm not going to cry about it. I'll just clean it up, throw the new seals in, get the valves in. This, I just need to throw the oil pump on, get the piston rings gapped. The gaps are like, they're all on point, but they're all off. So it's like it's a standard kit. So they're all the same because the cylinders were in great shape, but they still need to, I think, be gapped. I still got to find the stock specs. If any of you guys know the stock specs for a B18A1 like piston gap, if any of you guys know that, leave it in the comments. That would be extremely helpful because I'm not 100% sure. I did a few little math equations that they say, like you take the diameter of the cylinder, which is 81 inches, and multiply it by 81 inches, 81 millimeters, and then multiply by what is it, 3.149 or something like that. It's the cylinder diameter and something. I did the math right, and when I did it on paper, I'm just a little confuzzled because of everything that just went on. And I didn't intend on making a video. I just wanted to do like a quick video, like a hey guys, don't start a fire in your garage. But I figured while I'm here, I might as well say what's going on. This is just getting cleaned up because I got a little more room once I got the crank and all the crank stuff in there. So this I'm just going to clean up, and then that'll go up there and sit aside with the oil pan and the valve cover. Um, the oil pump, the rear main, I was about to say water pump, the oil pump, the water pump, the rear main, all that's going to be going on the motor soon with some RTV Once I have the pistons in, I'll get the pistons all in, that rings, all that'll be good, yada yada yada. But moral of the story is, don't start fires in the garage. I mean, I was like pretty prepared mentally, like it happened. I didn't panic, because I feel like most people would have panicked. My main like worry about everything was, dude, don't knock over and mix anything up that you've already organized. So like the bolts that I have here, like these are each, like the caps, it's each to the piston that it goes to. The numbers, it's numbered how it came out. That I didn't want to mix up. I have the new rings literally open, sitting on top of the packages. The bolts over here, I know where all those go, didn't matter. All this stuff, I know where it goes. These, you could put them in, you just have to do the valves over anyway. But I just didn't want to, panic and then ruin everything on the table. And then next minute, it's like, all right, small little fire broke out. Now I don't know which piston is which. I don't know which cap is which. And I mean, whatever. Make sure you pay attention to what you guys are doing so you can avoid stupid things like this. And like I said in the beginning, remember, small things happen, accidents happen. Don't beat yourself up about it. I mean, if you drop your block and it's trashed or something like that, you can beat yourself up about it a little bit, but don't go out and go crazy on yourself. Accidents do happen. I'm nowhere near a pro. I'm just starting doing this. I don't consider myself a pro. I consider myself mechanically inclined and educated, but I don't consider myself a pro. This is not a machine shop. I will make mistakes. Machine shop makes mistakes. Hey, computers freeze up and make mistakes sometimes. They have their glitches and bugs too. So with that said, thanks for watching. I'm not even gonna say if you like this video. It was a pretty just stupid video. The only thing I guess that came out that had a point was progress on the crank and everything being installed and the piston caps and stuff being cleaned up. But other than that, if you have any questions or comments, leave that in the comment section. If you do know the gap for that the stock B18A1 rings, let me know that. And yeah, anything else, if you guys want to, it sucks. It sounds pretty stupid. Like, oh, you guys want a how to? I almost set my garage on fire, but I'm happy to show you how to do things the correct way. But no, if you guys like seriously need help with anything or want to know exactly where I got the bearings, even though I explained that, sizes and just whatever, the most I can say is I don't know and point you in the best direction possible. But again, thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next actual update video. See you later.